Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season. And now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past. And tonight, we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the champions from the NFC, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you for this one. And Charles, the Ravens, they've done it again. Champions of the AFC. Remember, they won Super Bowl 47 back in February of 2013, but had not won so much as a playoff game since then.
And remember, the franchise moved from Cleveland, but they started as a true fresh franchise. They didn't take the Browns with them. They became the Ravens. That was 1996. Won a Super Bowl over the Giants. Was that Super Bowl 35 in Tampa. They've won it twice overall, trying to win another one. And there's always a trademark when you think about the Ravens, right? The way they play defense, the way they run the football, how tough and hard-nosed they are as an organization, trying to do it one more time.
Meanwhile, the Buccaneers are back in the Super Bowl for just the second time in franchise history. I know one thing, they'd love a repeat of that first appearance.
Would they ever? That was 2003 in San Diego, and it was Super Bowl 37. They were the underdogs coming in against the Oakland Raiders, and they flogged the Raiders in that game, 48-21. You know what I remember most about that? John Gruden was the head coach of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but he'd previously been the head coach of the Oakland Raiders. And during practice leading up to the game, he would play scout team quarterback and tell the defense all the characteristics and mannerisms of the Raiders quarterback, Rich Gannon, and had his defense totally prepared. And boy, did they play well and won their first Super Bowl title.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, it's Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. They'll go with Jones. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
I don't believe that that was called right here in the moment. I believe this was called during practice this week, that he was going to decide to be aggressive even on his own side of the field.
Just, you mean because it's the opening drive? Maybe they had this scripted?
I think that he just talked about it with his team and said, listen, I'm confident in you. If we end up in this situation, we'll go for it early just to set a tone in this game.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. This is Jones. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down, and that will be incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the 3.
But that doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Jackson now. Snead's got it. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Ingram. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Running right. This is Ingram. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Switch gears. Slay. Check. Hot. Deuce. Check 43.
They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check back. Alert flare.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And a big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field. This is in the area where it might be coming back.
What you got, huh?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. He'll return it from the 6. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
26-yard line.
They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Motion, motion, motion. 26 Mike, 26 Mike.
On second down, it's Jones. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. We're scoreless after one. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. They've got a third down and a yard to start things out.
Wait, 20. Silver. Twist. Hey, Alabama. 6-6, pull it high. Hey, seam 6. 26 Mike. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. Go bandit. 26 Mike. Exit. Hey, orbit. 26 Mike.
Shotgun now for Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on fourth down. They do go for it. It's Brady. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. It's complete to Snead. His second catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run here with Edwards, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now it's Jackson. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Edwards. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
From the 27, Brady nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
450. 26 Mike. Hey, wahoo! I smell fear in that offense. 26 Mike. Rip. 26 Mike. Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball? Go. 26 Mike. Hey, go 66.
Here we go on 4th down now with Brady. It's caught. Jones. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Could we get a touchdown to this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Here's Jackson. Going to throw again. Going left side, it's complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Jackson will throw again. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54, as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The never-tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go!
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the line. 36.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch 54. Let's go. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
On the counter, it's Edwards. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
26 months.
Here we go, here we go.
Bravo. 26 months, 26 months. All day, all day. Hey, check it. 26 months.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Cracks, cracks. Check. Hey, go 66. Check, 48's the money. Hey, high 7. 48. Look, hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. It's coming this way. Come.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. He's got Evans. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Mike's 40. Mike's 40. I got it.
On first down, Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
72. 26 months. Hey, Achilles traps. Let's go. Hey, 2. 26 months. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check it. Reload. 26 months. Hey, keep it. Hey, foxtrot. 26 months. 26 shadows.
From the gun, Brady into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. On 2nd down now, it's Edwards, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll go back to Edwards on 1st down. And an alley to run. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
They're going to need some therapy after this. Show it up. Show it up. Run. Hey, check 20.
On 2nd down, it's Hill. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Jackson. That's into the hands of Edwards. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's going deep for Brown. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 34 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening, but they found the opening and exploited it.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Brady. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On 1st down, it's Logan. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They run again with Logan. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Sugar!
Brady now on first down. Airing this one out for Evans. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen as a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Hey, Haywood. 26 months. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Let's go up. No, 66. Hey, Alabama.
On third down, Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Giving to the big tight end on fourth. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
The clock showing 2 minutes even in what's been a memorable Super Bowl 54. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score.
Hey, Delta. 26 months. Get that quarterback at all costs. Rush in. Alert. 26 months. There's a part in that. Smooth. 26 months. And we got 72.
Brady now on first down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your number one cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a first and 10 at the 18.
25. Here we go. Hey, check it.
From the gun, it's Brady. He completes it to Evans. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a second and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Shadow. 26 months.
To throw is Brady. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
They're running it. SOS. Hey, 66.
This is Logan. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Mike 20. Here we go, D. Here I come. Sugar. Check 48's the mic. Alpha.
From the gun, Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
They'll rifle this one deep right side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 32. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. One final try now for Brady. Now a desperation throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And that will write a finish to this ball game. And it's all over. Just one is left standing. And that one is the Baltimore Ravens, your Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Rams are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The Ravens are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Rams are now on the clock. The Bills are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The Ravens are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Rams are now on the clock. The Bills are now on the clock. The 49ers are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The Ravens are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Rams are now on the clock. The Bills are now on the clock. The 49ers are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The Ravens are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Bills are now on the clock. The 49ers are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Buccaneers are now on the clock.